people of YouTube. How you all doing? Hope you're all doing alright and not been spending too much money like I have. Yeah, so it's that time again, and I'm doing a bit of a pickup video. Got my whole stack ready and hopefully in a bit more order than I normally do. But yeah, first thought I'd do some shout outs and thank yous. Got me old list again, which I said last time I would start writing everyone down and everything like that, whoever does a shout out for me. Completely forgot. So again, this is all from menu. This is a menu, but it's all from memory that I wrote down like about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, right, first up, what I remember someone shouting out is Gurnaldinho Plays. Now he's a new guy from, well, I think he's been doing like let's play videos for a bit, but he's just started like doing like more and more like pickup videos. They're starting to become the main focus of his channel now, and he's like trying to get like 1 million point Xbox achievement score, whatever it's called, I don't know, I can't remember, achievement trophies or whatever it is. But yeah, like pretty cool guy. He's going for a complete 360 set. So yeah, it's quite an achievement. I don't know if I could handle that myself. I like to have like all the choicier titles, but I couldn't handle like having all the other stuff. But not enough space. Well, I wouldn't mind it, but just space. If I had like a whole house I could just fill up with games, and maybe. But but yeah, so he's a good channel to go watch. And next in the same vein of Xbox 360, Harry Atomic, who also gave me a shout out. So thanks, mate. He's been around for a lot longer though. He's been doing like all types of different videos, but like they're all being like edited like spot on and like superb. Lots of energy in this guy. But yeah, his main focus is Xbox 360, although he does collect a lot more stuff. He's probably got the same amount of like retro stuff as I do. Over more like systems, I'd say, than what I have. But yeah, like pretty good guy. Next up, Glory Hunter 82. Now he's shouted my name out a few times, and I'm sure you all know who this guy is. He's everywhere on YouTube. He's a bit like Tutti. Like every time I go watch a new video, he's always been commenting on someone else's video. So yeah, proper sound guy. He's collected Xbox 360, but he's also more into his Xbox set, which he's going for a full, complete like set for the Xbox. Not the OG Xbox, so better get that right. But yeah, we're going to be doing a bit of a trade, hopefully at Revival. I've got a big special edition for him, and he's got a few like little trinkets for around my room, hopefully. And lastly, which I was quite surprised about, Alex Nintendo Arcade gave me a shout out the other day at the weekend. Proper shot by that one, because he's been someone I've been watching for years, going on these arcade raids and everything like that. So his last video was quite good because it was quite nostalgic listening to like all of his videos that he's been doing and what he thinks of it all these years later. So it's quite good. But yeah, he's thousands and thousands of subscribers, so, and a great guy. And also everyone should also go over to his channel, because he's started like doing a fortnightly high score challenge. This weekend it just finished for Axelay for the SNES, and I did quite well. I quite surprised myself actually. Got 1 million score on that one, so really pleased on that one. And before that we had, well, Alex had Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo, and yeah, it's not elitist or anything like that. He's opening it up for everyone to play. You don't have to own your carts. They don't have to be a certain territory. Just as long as you're playing them and you're not cheating, get yourself onto it. So if you've got an emulator, emulate it, or as how I'm doing it with my EverDrive on my actual Super Nintendo. So yeah, everyone get down there. More the merrier. It's starting to become quite popular. Like I've noticed, like it's getting more and more participants entering. So yeah, hopefully even more soon. But yeah, so thanks to all these guys for shouting me out. I thought I'd add another couple more of people I've been watching. Without further ado, everyone should go to him. He collects everything, anything and everything. So that's Big Mike. Without further ado, proper sound guy down south. He's got an avalanche of flipping Amiga games. I thought he disappeared underneath it the other day. I was a bit worried about him. But yeah, like he's got like a massive Super Nintendo collection, massive Mega Drive collection, and proper sound guy, proper funny as well. So yeah, go over to watch his videos. He should have a lot more subscribers by now, because he's been on it for years, and again, proper sound, and I love watching his videos. I learn too much stuff from him because it always makes me want to spend money. And another one from down south, Xbox 360 collector. I think he's from Cornwall sort of area. I'm not too sure if he actually watches these videos, but I've been watching him since probably like day one pretty much with him. Also on Instagram as well, so he does mainly pickup videos. Like he's done a couple of collection videos as well, and even though he's called the Xbox 360 collector, which I think he's going for a full set of as well, he collects everything. He's a bit like me. You'll get like he's got some really rare PlayStation 1 games, Nintendo 64 games. He's collects everything. And his Mrs. Zelda collector as well, which he's teased a few things of, and we want to see more. Want to see some more Zelda. But yeah, so that's my bad memory gone. So that's all out of the way. I guess you all want to come see what I've collected. I suppose a bit more thank yous. Horatio Van Basten, thanks again for the Nintendo 64. I've been playing Conker's Bad Fur Day. Got quite far in it now. I think I'm near the end on that one. Probably about another couple of hours left on that one. So I also forgot to mention that he actually snuck this into the package that he sent me. King of Fighters Dream Match 1999 for the Dreamcast, the Japanese Dreamcast. So yeah, massive thanks for that. This is something that he never mentioned. It just sort of appeared. And yeah, that's really good, like really good condition. So I'm looking forward to trying to get to play this one day. So hopefully soon. Also, on my retro collector guys that I speak to, these are a few trades that I've done. So oh, hang on, 2 secs, back again. Oh yeah, I forgot to add these to my pickups. So this all relates to the retro collect thing. So I went to my local B&M Bargains was closing down, and everything in store was half price, and what was there, well, when I got there, everything was gone. So I picked up these pop figures. I don't really like pop figures, but there was a double pack for £2.50 because everything was half price, and they were already reduced anyway. So I picked up these Marvel vs. Capcom ones. So I've taken them out, the bobblehead ones, so they're pretty cool. For like £2.50, well, it was a £5 for both of these, because what it was is you got one Capcom character, which obviously this is Strider, and this one's Chun-Li. I've taken them out of the box, and the other two were Marvel ones. I think it was Captain Marvel and someone else. I don't. Again, not massive into Marvel. I mean, I thought Captain Marvel was male, and in this box set, she was a woman. So that's as far as I know. But yeah, so I picked them up, and I have nothing to do with the Marvel ones. So I spoke to my retro collect guys, and he wanted the Marvel figures, so I sent him them, and he sent me this slipcase cover. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is the best. I don't know what category to put this in, because it's got the steelbook slipcase like this, but you've got a sort of card slipcover, which it's a bloody tyre, if anyone can see that. So you can see the sort of like texture on that. That is amazing. So yeah, I sent him the Marvel figures, and he sent me this, so that was a pretty cool swap in my eyes. Something that definitely would work in my collection more than like some Marvel bobbleheads. So yeah. Also, someone just picked up an Atari, and I just sent him Pac-Man game, because I had like, when you start collecting Atari games, you have like a million of them. I think I had like 2 just from like my old childhood. So I sent him that, and he sent me this, the Atari joystick that he had spare. I don't actually. I've got my old original Atari, but I can't find my joystick for the life of me. So he sent me this so I can actually go play again, because you can't play Atari with a Mega Drive control pad. It just does not work. So yeah, now I can play my Atari properly. So looking forward to doing that again soon. Just need to get the TV set up so I can use it, because I don't think I can put the Atari on the old PVM. So yeah, so that's all my trades and everything like that. So get a drink and have that, a bit of a sip. So right, next up, so I guess we'll go on to my eBay pickups first. Right, so quite a bit of eBay in. try not to spend too much money because I've been trying to save up for Revival, and I've got MOT in it. I've got a few other expenses this month. Oh, it's all going off. So yeah, majority of my stuff has been CX trades, so that's been pretty good. But yeah, first up, I got these two. I think they was advertised for £8 each, and I asked him £6 each posted together sort of thing, and he said yeah. So first up is the Nitchy Bootsy arcade classics, which I can't find on the old interweb support like up here, unfortunately. But yeah, so this has got Mooncrester, Crazy Climber, and Frisky Tom. Yeah, I only recognise Crazy Climber on this one, and I only know that because it's got like that weird like 2 joystick sort of play mechanic, or I think if it was on the there was a Famicom version on this as well, and you use like you basically use one side of the joystick or like control pad to like move a hand, and then you move another hand, and then you climb up like that. And doesn't look the best of games, but Mooncrest is a bit of a shooter by the look of it. So for £6, I thought I'd give it a go anyway. So I've not actually booted it up yet, but I was more interested in this one. So it's Super Pinball Behind the Mask. So yeah, I'm really into my pinball games. I love this. Like, I don't think this came out in England, but I know there is another Super Pinball in a similar kind of package to this one. But that one goes for a lot more money. I think that goes for about 30-40 quid averagely. So you don't really... This one seems to pop up all the time, but the other one doesn't. Can't remember the name of that one. So yeah, it actually looks really good. Like, the pinball tables look really quite... Well, I think it's just one pinball table, I think. Oh no, 3 pinball tables. So yeah, it looked pretty cool. And again, can't wait to pop that in. Next up... a bit disappointed about this one. I was really looking forward to getting it as well. I can remember I went car booting a while ago, like it was 3 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago, probably a bit more now. And I came across a table full of Game Boy games, and I was like, oh mate, well, a lot of Game Boy games and PC games and everything like that. And I was like, how much are them? She went £2 each, and I was like, oh my god, I just went absolutely crazy. I was like, oh right, can I have these? And there was all like quite commons. I think the most uncommon was I think Killer Instinct or something like that. And I was like buzzing on that one. And then I walked away, and my missus went, did you not want the other ones as well? And I was like, what other ones? Because I didn't see them. And I went back, and this woman had them in her hands already. And this one particular game was in there for £2. And I didn't pick it up, and that what I asked, I was really cheeky. I was like, do you definitely want this game? And she was like, yeah, I want it. And she was a reseller, and I've seen her about buying the games, and I was like, oh. But yeah, so anyway, the game in question is Super Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. And I've been looking for this ever since, and they've all been going for like 40 quid plus. Now this one was quite good condition when I saw it, but as you can see, I've got like the squashed edition again, because the seller put it in just a paper like container. It didn't even have like bubble wrap around it or anything like that. I think its only saving grace is the fact this one has got the plastic insert in it. If it was a cardboard insert, I think this would have been completely gone, obliterated. But because I got this for 27 quid, and I thought that was a great deal anyway. So, but obviously it would have been a lot better deal if it was a bit more straight. So I might get the old iron out on this one, but I've been looking for this one for ages. One that my friend had as a kid, and to be honest, I did shun it off a little bit because at the time I was playing the Super Nintendo one, and how can you get better than that one? Even the Nintendo one. But yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to playing this one. So yeah, yeah, Super Metroid on the Game Boy. Right, next up, this one should have been in my old pickup video, and I've actually played this and completed it. So this is Super Bomberman Story DS, which is a sort of RPG kind of game. There's no real leveling up or anything like that. So it's like more of an action RPG sort of thing. But yeah, it was okay. Very average Bomberman game. I'd rather play the Super Nintendo ones. A bit too open world and a bit too simple, really. But I think that was probably about 8 quid. So nice little addition to the Game Boy collection. Right, so next up. Right, so we're on the strange and unusual PlayStation 4 games. So first up, got a loose disc in this one, which is Thimble for the PlayStation 4. So this is a multi-region one, English at the top. I don't think you can get this very easy over here. I actually got this imported from France for like 25 quid or something. But I think this is going to be quite hard to find in the future. It's one that's relatively hard to find over here, at least anyway. So yeah, maybe if you're a PlayStation 4 collector, want to collect. It looks quite interesting actually. It's kind of like all about Viking battles and everything like that. A bit more of a, I think a bit of a story game. So yeah, pretty cool and interesting to have. Next up, on Instagram, this girl messaged me randomly. I mean, we comment on each other's posts every so often like that, but she did a private message me and she says, do I fancy this game? And I was like, yep, totally. So what this is Baboon on the PlayStation 4. This one actually is what's called the PlayStation Talents. So if you can see at the bottom there, it says PlayStation Talents, and what that is, in Spain they held like, I don't know if it was a competition or something like that, but basically they gave indie studios, like random, like really small indie studios, like 200 grand or something euros, to make a game for like to be released as a physical version rather than like just hidden away in the PlayStation Store. And I think they did about 5 or 6 games initially, but they're starting to like roll out more and more every so often. This was the first batch, but yeah, I think because she picked it up ages ago, and I think I actually messaged her, no, not messaged her, but put a comment underneath saying this is pretty cool. I explained, because she didn't, I don't think she knew what it was, and I explained it all to her. And I think she's not a collector like us. She likes to have a lot of games, but not like, I think she'll churn them out. She'll sell old games to get new games. Not as crazy like some of us over here. But yeah, this has been on my radar for a while, and she did me a cracking price for it. It wasn't free or anything like that, but yeah, did a great price for this. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this one. Game playing just looks bizarre, so right up my alley, that one. Right, next up. So Xbox 360 games now. Why are these not? Alright, that's right. So first up, this one's been on my watch list for a while, which is Snoopy for the Xbox 360. This is one of the later release games, but it usually tends to go around £10 mark, but someone put it up for like £5, starting bid at £5 or best offer, and I just did a cheeky offer of £4 and it accepted. So that's the kind of price I want to pay for something like this. I don't think this is going to be massively rare or sought after, but it looks like a quite interesting platformer. So yeah, quite interesting to have really. Next up, all these games I actually already own, so all these are all upgrades, and actually if you know me, you probably know why I've upgraded them. So first up, another SmackDown vs Raw 2011 edition. So on my last pickup video, I did actually pick up another slipcase one with Bret the Hitman Hart on. But this one's got the Undertaker on. It's the exact same game, same year and everything like that. So that's quite interesting that there's multiple versions. This one seems a lot harder to find than the Bret the Hitman Hart one. I actually paid like £5 for this one, which is a lot of money for a wrestling game in my eyes, because I'll never play this game, but it looked cool in my collection. Well, I think it's cool in my collection at least anyway. But yeah, Undertaker, he was like one of my favourite wrestlers back in the day. I like everything dark and grim. So next up, yeah, I paid even more for this one, and I've already got it as well. So I paid £12 for this one, and then it might even have postage on top of it as well. But this one's really cool. So this is the Sonic the Hedgehog slipcase, which is really hard to, well, it's quite hard to find. Although just recently, a lot more have come up in recent times. So this actually pretty cool. It comes with like postcards. So it's like a proper special edition, and a manual, and a disc, and everything. But yeah, I won't be sending these postcards to anyone. These will be going back in here and probably never seen the light of day ever again. But yeah, such a cool edition. It's just got that cool like metallic effect on it and everything like that. So yeah, really happy with that one. And this one as well. This one usually goes for 10 quid on the old eBay, but well, £10 plus. But I saw this as part of a bundle, and it just had like, I can't remember what games it was. Of like, I don't know, really crappy sports titles and I don't know, some classics and stuff like that. But I only wanted this one, and the whole bundle went for £3.50. And the game in question is Lost Planet 2. Now this is one of the side facing ones, which I'm not a massive fan of compared to the other ones. I prefer the top loader ones. But still pretty cool to have in my collection, and that artwork on there is so cool, so much better than the original artwork. The original artwork's not too bad, but this one's so much cooler. So yeah, these ones are all upgrades and getting closer to getting what I know of a full slipcover set. If anyone knows any obtuse ones that I've really, like you've only seen once or twice, let me know, because I'll pick them up, even if they're like football ones, which I do know of one which is like a local team in Spain or something like that. I think maybe Real Madrid or something like that. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but I've only seen one, and that goes for like 15 quid on eBay, which for a football game, not really willing to spend that, even though I am a bit of a crazy person. But yeah, that's all my eBay purchases. So yeah, pre-order for a limited run game now. I had the first game in this series, which is again another limited run game. Not limited run the company, but like I think there's 2,000 copies of this, or maybe 4,000. But yeah, so the game in question is Shakedown Hawaii on the Vita. Now, the first one was, what's it called? Brain fart. I'll put it down there, maybe not, I'll probably forget. But yeah, these are sort of like on the top down sort of like GTA sort of clones, but with like lots of humour in it and like lots of 80s and 90s references. So the first one was a bit more like a NES style kind of graphics. This one's gone a lot more 16-bit and a bit more Super Nintendo. Yeah, such great games. Obviously, I only just got this like last week, and I was really impressed by V-Blank because they put the pre-order up and then like posted it within that next week. So I got this within like 2 weeks from America. The only problem is I had to pay customs on the bloody bugger, so it probably cost me about 40 quid this overall. But hopefully it's going to be worth it. I mean, I think a lot of scalpers went and bought them on eBay, bought them to put on eBay. So there's loads on eBay now for probably the same as what I paid for this. But I think this is probably in the year or two, that'll be like about £100 game, I think. It's just full of scalpers at the moment. So, but yeah, right. So I've done a car boot pickup, and I've actually put these on there. But I'll just put these up quickly to just show what I've got. Just fill up the video a little bit. So Capcom Generations 1 for the Sega Saturn, another sealed game. The seal's a bit broken at the top, so I'll probably open this up. So this one is got 1942, 1943 and 1943 special. So obviously this is like a bit of a shooter collection, so that's the reason why I got that one. And I got Shining Force Scenario 2. Now the only reason why I got these games because I wouldn't normally get them. I don't want RPGs so much for the Japanese side, and I wouldn't mind Shining Force 3, but only on the English version. But I got that because it's a shooter, and he was like, "Oh, I'll do them both for 20 quid for you." So yeah, I couldn't say no really. Just something nice to have in the collection. And Dylan, you told me like quite a cool thing. Because I thought there was all like Japanese on one side because I had the spine cards out, but if you flip them around, it actually tells you what they are. So in English, so can we see it? I don't know if I can see that. Capcom Generation 1 on that side, but this is the first one I've actually had since I've noticed all that, which actually has Japanese on both sides. Now, is that because it's an RPG maybe and it's hard to read for English people, so there's no point putting an English spine on it? Who knows? But yeah, so next up from that, my guy from the car boot. So obviously these are not like car boot prices, so that's why I put them in his pickup. Ghost in the Shell for the PlayStation 2. Now this is in lovely condition. It's another sealed copy, and it's special edition with a slipcover, which I don't have many slipcover games for the PlayStation 2, mainly because I think that ruins the collection a bit. With all the white spines, I like them all to be a bit uniform. A bit weird, I know, yeah. Especially when I say that for the Xbox 360, I love the slipcovers, but I still do love the slipcovers on these. But yeah, one I've not got, so that's really cool. So it's not an upgrade, this is just one for me. And Star Ocean, which I did a photo for Instagram with all my RPGs, and I noticed there's about 3 or 4 RPGs that I thought I had that didn't, and this is one of them. I know I've not got many. I think it's probably about 5 RPGs I've got left to collect for the whole system, up for the PAL territories at least anyway. Now it looks sealed, but this one's a reseal, he told me. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have that one, but more importantly, it came with the Star Ocean bonus disc, which I've just started seeing recently when I've been looking for the Star Oceans. So I think that was like a pre-order bonus on this one. So that's pretty cool to have. Like I've not played any of the Star Ocean games, but they look really fun. They look like the type of games I like. I like the space sort of like RPGs. So yeah, both of these cost 25 quid. So for the condition and everything like that, can't say no to them, especially because of the ones that I need. Right, so my CEX purchases.